So the move that we were looking for on the SPY, it happened. If it's your first time coming across the channel, welcome. To all subscribers, welcome back. So the SPY here popped up to new all-time highs, breaking out, and then in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 10:05 a.m. near the 650 level, it sent out a bear indicator. You could see it coming in here at the Discord, and it never got canceled until 3:10 p.m. dropping all the way down towards 643. Outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up over 200% plus within minutes to hours, guys. If you guys want to receive the clarity and edge that you deserve, check out the link down below in the description and top pinned comment to join the members using 42 vision and get yourself equipped to know about these stocks early on within the volatility, whether stocks are going up or going down. Now we could see here that the SPY was dropping, and it wasn't the only stock dropping, and it turned out to be the home run of the day over at our Discord. Netflix was dropping as well. Our Netflix bot sent out a bear indicator early on, right there after the bell at the 9:40 a.m. mark, sitting at around the 1,258 level, dropping down towards 1,241, and put options went up within minutes to an hour, 120% plus, guys. If you guys want to receive the clarity and edge and know about these stocks early on, once again, that link is down below in the description and top pinned comment to get equipped and learn everything there is that I teach over at the Discord, and once you become a member, of how to use 42 vision and navigate through the volatility of the charts and markets. So here we are with the SPY, doing a full transition here within the volatility from bright green to wire Fred borders. If this is your first time coming across the channel, these are the dip and rip areas, as I call it, on 42 vision to see the extreme areas of strength and weakness in the volatility and charts. And we also look at our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as extra layers of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we have the SPY under a bear indicator. Now, when we zoom out, we were watching the bull indicators that were holding up this chart. And we may even go and test new all-time highs. That's what we talked about in yesterday's video. The 1 hour was holding up here at 638. It has now been canceled near the all-time highs up here at the 651 level by a bear indicator. This bull indicator no longer is in effect, and any pullback even further down to test support levels is justifiable for as long as the 1 hour remains. Now, this is where it gets interesting as well. We want to zoom out and look at the 2 hour. The 2 hour, though, has now popped up in the middle of the day with a bear indicator at the 648 level, canceling out that bull indicator from 641. Now, is it guaranteed to do the same exact thing as it did last time? No, but we have something to look at here where it popped up at 646 and dropped all the way down to 635. It was sitting sideways before the next day dropping even further, and also doing a full transition from bright green bars to wire Fred borders, as we call the dip area on 42 vision. And now the weakness began after having a pretty strong move yesterday to today's pre-market and highs and all-time highs, and now we're back under a bear indicator and red bars. Now, if this weakness continues, the last piece missing is wire Fred borders. Not guaranteed to hit it, but it is something to watch. We so far have transitioned to red bars. Now, on our inflow versus outflow level, right, what we were looking for was the holding strength of that pre-market level down here at 643, pushing things up, and yesterday was an inflow-driven day. Red is outflows dominating, and blue is inflows, right? And these are important levels because we could see the data in the charts. And today, clearly, we bounced right off that inflow level. We retested and retraced towards it once these outflows were confirmed, followed by the strength of trend of our bear indicator. And every single time these white red borders kept popping up back to back, we watched that, and as long as this doesn't change, the trend and the strength of weakness continues. And it's the same thing in the upside, especially once it goes from dark green to bright green and it continues. That's the strength they're holding up back to back until there's a switch. And this was the first little pullback. Now, why is it holding up? Well, it broke out of that outflow level of 646.30. Inflows started to pick up down here after popping up, coming back down. This is a higher low right here, these two, right? From down here and back up here. And then we broke out of it and inflows are holding this up. Well, where is it going to retrace towards? Well, that's where inflow versus outflow 2.0 really shows us the levels to watch, followed by the confirmation of trend of bull and bear indicators and inflows following on multiple time frames. This inflow level up here that is holding up the chart near 645. Now the level that we want to watch and we may retest and retrace towards is the outflow level up here near 651. We tend to retrace to these levels. When outflow levels pop up, bear indicators pop up, and weakness and outflows follow, the first level to watch is wherever the last inflow was. And the last inflow was the one from yesterday's pre-market. Guess what? We came to it and bounced off of it. It is no mystery on why that happened, right? And then now that we're trying to push back up, the level it's going to try to retest and retrace towards is the next outflow level, and it's up here near 651. And if I zoom out to the 15-minute, there is no outflow level. There's an inflow level holding up this chart below 643, 640, and other levels down here, which we retested and bounced off of already in the bigger picture. But right now in the volatility, we do not want to ignore that. And like I said, even though those bear indicators are in place, they need to get canceled. So any pop back up is not justifiable. We need bull indicators on the 1 hour and 2 hour. But right now, within the opportunity of trade and what the chart is showing right now, as long as those bull indicators on lower time frames pop up and try to roll over, followed by those inflows coming up, this is the area that the stock may want to try to retest. And in this case, it's the SPY that we're talking about. So when we go ahead and look at the 1 hour and 2 hour outflows, right? Let's go ahead and pull up the 2 hour as well. They're both red. Now, there is one thing that's interesting. They're both under bear indicators, but the outflows have not crossed to the downside on the 2 hour. So it's going to be crucial for this to actually switch from red to green and try to push upwards or stay above the midpoint and try to go ahead and bring the 1 hour back up. And then also the inflows to start to pick up here on the 30-minute as they are. We are seeing inflows and the bulls try to reappear here into the close. The further this can pull away from the midpoint, the stronger the possibility of a move and cancellation of those bear indicators and turn them into bull indicators, especially with those inflow levels that we were watching. And we know that 651 right now is the largest outflow that we've seen near the all-time highs. If these inflows can really pick up here on the 30-minute and we can also see the 15-minute push away from the midpoint, to that I have to say here for the chart and possibility of a new all-time high. Yeah, pump it up, because we have inflows above the 2 hour here. Even though they're red, it could slow down and bulls are still having a chance to fight. And then just switch those bear indicators over to bull indicators. We just need to see if they can roll over from the lower time frames to the larger ones, because in this volatility of trying to touch the all-time high or go to a new all-time high, if the 2 hour and 1 hour continue red or near the midpoint falling downwards and those bear indicators nowhere get canceled, then yes, those moves to the upside are not justifiable in my opinion, based off of what the charts are showing and what I'm seeing. But right now, it is the first time they pop up and they canceled out their previous bull indicators, but the lower time frames are still putting up a fight. The 15-minute is back above the midpoint. The 30-minute is trying to head upwards. And the 5-minute here is back under a bull indicator and trying to stay above the midpoint. And those first levels to the upside there is 648, 650, 651, and then all the way up towards 652, guys. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.